Guys, are you seeing this right now? This is insane. These stories we're about to get into, they're like legendary. People all over the world like whisper about this stuff. They're scared, you know? And I gotta be honest, after reading all of this, I don't blame them. So like grab your blankie, turn on all the lights because we're going deep into the top 5 creepiest urban legends from around the world. Get ready to be spooked. Okay, so picture this. Japan, nighttime, the streets are eerily quiet, the only sound is the distant hum of the city. The air is thick with an unsettling stillness. You're walking home alone, right? The streetlights cast long, eerie shadows, and every step you take echoes in the silence. And then you see this woman. She's standing under a flickering streetlight, her figure barely visible in the dim light. She's beautiful, but she's wearing a surgical mask. It's strange, but not entirely out of place. After all, people wear masks for various reasons, which, okay, whatever, people wear masks, right? But something feels off. There's an unsettling aura around her. And then she speaks. She asks, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" Her eyes are piercing, almost hypnotic. Her voice is all breathy, kind of creepy. "What do you do?" Your heart races and a chill runs down your spine. You're probably thinking, "Shane, this is easy, I'm out of there." But your legs feel like lead and you can't move. But hold on, it gets worse. The street seems to stretch endlessly and there's no one around to help. Let's say you lie and say, "Yeah, you're beautiful." Your voice trembles as you try to sound convincing. She pulls down the mask. The anticipation is unbearable. Dude, her mouth, it's sliced ear to ear. It's a sight that will haunt your nightmares, like a giant, grotesque smile. It's not just a cut, it's a horrifying, unnatural grin. Blood is dripping and she asks again, "Do you think I'm beautiful now?" Her voice is more menacing, almost mocking. See, this is where it gets messed up. Your mind races, trying to find a way out of this nightmare. If you say no, she'll pull out giant scissors, like Edward Scissorhands level, and she'll, you know, the blades glint ominously in the dim light. But if you say yes, she'll cut you the exact same way. The thought of that pain, that disfigurement, is paralyzing. So, there's literally no escape, right? You're trapped in this twisted game with no way out. This story freaks me out, man. It's like a living nightmare, a horror story come to life. It's like the fear of being judged, but on a whole other level. It's not just about appearance, it's about survival. The slit-mouthed woman is a reminder of how fear can twist reality, making the ordinary seem terrifying. So next time you're walking alone at night, remember her story. And maybe, just maybe, you'll think twice before answering a stranger's question. All right, this next one still gives me chills. It's one of those stories that sticks with you, no matter how many times you hear it. It's about these kids, right? But not just any kids. These are the black-eyed children. They're not normal kids. They're called the black-eyed children, and they have this eerie, unsettling presence. They show up at your door, usually at night, and they ask to be let in. It's always at night when the world is quiet and the shadows seem to come alive. Imagine this. You're home alone, maybe watching TV or reading a book, and you hear a knock. It's a sound that breaks the silence and sends a shiver down your spine. You open the door, and there they are. 2 kids, standing in the dim light, looking up at you with those eyes. They're dressed in old-fashioned clothes, like something out of a different era. Their skin is pale, almost ghostly, but their eyes are completely black. No whites, no iris, just blackness. It's like looking into a void. People say you feel this overwhelming sense of dread, like pure evil just radiating off of them. It's a feeling that grips you, makes your heart race. And their voices, they're like whispers, but they cut right through you. It's like they're speaking directly to your soul. They'll say something like, "We need to use your phone," or "Can we come in, we're lost." Their requests seem innocent, but there's something off about them. The terrifying thing is there's no proof they actually hurt anyone. No reports of attacks or violence. But the fear they instill is real. But the stories, man. People are so shaken, so disturbed. It's like they've encountered something beyond our understanding. It's like whatever these things are, they mess with your head, you know? They leave you questioning reality. wondering if what you saw was real or just a nightmare. So next time you hear a knock at your door late at night, think twice before you open it. You never know who or what might be standing on the other side. The black-eyed children are a mystery, a modern-day urban legend that continues to haunt those who encounter them. Whether they're real or just a figment of our collective fears, one thing is certain. Their story is one that will keep you up at night. So, as you turn off the lights and get ready for bed, remember this tale and hope that you never have to face the black-eyed children yourself. Chapter 3. La Llorona. Okay, this one is super sad and scary at the same time. It comes from Mexico and the American Southwest. La Llorona, they call her, the weeping woman. The story goes that she was once a beautiful woman, deeply in love, but tragedy struck and she lost her children. Some say she drowned them in a river in a fit of grief and madness. Now, she wanders the same riverbanks, forever searching for her lost babies. They say you can hear her cries at night, this mournful wailing that will chill you to the bone. And if you hear it, whatever you do, don't go looking for her. Because legend has it that La Llorona will drown anyone she believes can replace her children. It's like this heartbreaking reminder of the power of grief, you know, but also it's a warning. Don't mess with the dead, and definitely don't mess with a mother's love. Chapter 4. The Vanishing Hitchhiker. All right, this one is a classic, right? The Vanishing Hitchhiker. It's one of those stories that has been passed down through generations, whispered around campfires, and shared in hushed tones during late-night drives. It seems like every country has their own version of this story. From the United States to Japan, from the UK to Brazil, the tale of the mysterious hitchhiker who vanishes without a trace is universal. Picture this. You're driving down a deserted road late at night, and you see someone hitchhiking. The road is eerily quiet, the kind of silence that makes you feel like you're the only person left in the world. It's usually a young woman, maybe dressed in white. Her clothes might be old-fashioned, like she's from another time. She looks lost, vulnerable, and you can't help but feel a pang of sympathy. You feel bad, so you pull over and offer her a ride. She gets in, and you notice how cold she feels, like she's been standing out in the cold for hours. She's quiet, maybe a little sad. Her eyes have a distant look, as if she's seen things that no one should ever have to see. She tells you she's going to a nearby town. You nod and start driving, trying to make small talk to ease the tension. But as you're driving, the conversation gets weird. She starts talking about things that don't quite make sense, like events from decades ago or people who no longer exist. She might mention something about a terrible accident that happened on this very road. The details are chilling and you start to feel a knot of fear in your stomach. And then, poof, she's gone, vanished into thin air. You're freaking out, right? One moment she's there, the next she's not. It's like she was never there at all. You check the back seat, under the seats, everywhere, nothing, no trace of her. It's as if she was a figment of your imagination. But here's the really creepy part. The part that makes your skin crawl and your heart race. Sometimes the driver will find a piece of clothing the hitchhiker was wearing, or maybe even her bag left behind in the car. Like what? How is that even possible? It's like a ghostly reminder that she was real, that she was there. It's like this reminder that something was there, something not of this world. A fleeting encounter with the supernatural that leaves you questioning reality. The Vanishing Hitchhiker is more than just a story. It's a chilling reminder of the unknown, a tale that lingers in your mind long after the drive is over. Chapter 5. The Chupacabra. Okay, this last one is less about ghosts and more about, well, something else entirely. It's the Chupacabra, and it's terrifying. This thing is like a real-life monster said to haunt the Americas. People started reporting sightings in the 90s, and the stories are wild. Imagine this. You're a farmer, and you wake up one morning to find your livestock dead. But not just dead, drained of all their blood. And there are these weird puncture wounds on their necks. That's the Chupacabra's calling card. It's Spanish for goat sucker because it supposedly drains the blood of its victims. People have described it in different ways. Some say it's like a hairless dog with sharp spines. Others say it's reptilian, with glowing red eyes. Whatever it is, the chupacabra is like the ultimate predator. It's this terrifying reminder that there are still mysteries out there, things we can't explain. Outro, sweet dreams! Oh my God, you guys, I am so creeped out right now. Like, seriously. I don't know if I can sleep tonight after reading all that stuff. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Sweet dreams.